The moment for me was, I've really got a million of them as a professional guide. I've got so many unprofessional stories that I could share, but I'm going to share one about Mother's Day 2012. It was an unseasonably cool May, and we had a few crab flushes, and I had a few crabs that were in the bait well of my skiff. And I typically take my wife out on Mother's Day morning and we fish for a few hours before we do something like go to dinner with her mom. So she was excited about going tarpon fishing. I go, babe, the tarpon run really hasn't officially started yet. It's going to take so much patience just to get a few stringy shots. I just don't think it's worth it. I go, let's just go to the Skyway and catch a couple of Spanish Macs and just bend a rod for a little while, get back here into the ramp by lunch, and that way we can get ready for dinner tonight. So she's all about it. She only cares about bending a rod anyway, so she wasn't gonna have the patience to sit on that beach long enough to catch a tarpon anyhow. So we get out there, we start catching a couple of Macs, and then I see a bigger group of like a break on the surface, and it's a bunch of bonita, and the first bonita spools her, not totally spools her, but gets about halfway down the spool and snaps off. I don't have anything in my boat but light tackle because I didn't bring any tarpon gear. There's like 6 crabs in the well. Well, I decided to follow those mackerel and those bonita out the shipping channel, and as we're running along the edge of the shipping channel, she looks over and she goes, "Aren't those tarpon rolling over there?" And I go, "What?" I'm looking, and lo and behold, the mother load of silver had come into the shipping channel that morning. So now this big wad had come in from offshore, and I don't have a tarpon rod in the boat, and she wants to catch one. So there were 4 boats that were chasing these fish and trying to get on in front of them and drop thread fins in front of them, but I had a crab. So I decided to idle up above the anticipated angle where I figured these fish were going to be headed, and I'm looking on my Raymarine and I can see the fish down there, and I was like, let's move up a little further, put a split shot on, and drop down and see if we can jump one. I don't think the tackle is strong enough for you to actually land one, but I think we can fly a few of these with the few crabs that we have. So she pitches a crab up there, I pitch a crab up there, boom, she's hooked up immediately. Everybody else is looking around and it's like, I can't believe you guys hooked up that fast. Fish is jumping wildly all around. One time the fish launches and the rod is up and it snaps that light tackle rod off. I'm talking just a standard bass rod, like a medium heavy rod. Now she's got a reel, a 4,000 reel, and she's got a rod that's half the rod it was a few minutes ago. So the funny part about it is, now how do you handle this? This is a tough situation. So what we did is I said, open your bail. And she goes, what? I go, open your bail and strip the line out on the deck as fast as you can. I want you to strip it all on the deck as fast as you can. So she starts stripping it on the deck as fast as you can. I took the rod out that she got spooled by the bonita, take the line off, take the other line, cut her line, and then I mend them together with a knot. Then she's on a new rod, and she's got plenty of line that she can reel back up. We drive back up on top of the fish, and believe it or not, we actually got a leader touch on that fish, and everyone stopped fishing and started watching us. After that, I was like, there's no need to fish anymore, babe. I mean, how are you going to top that? And that was the moment for me, 2012 Mother's Day.